This is the XGT 40 volt air duster by Makita, and this is the 18 volt air duster by not Makita. That's right, this is an imposter. This on Temu. I will try to link in the video description the exact model I picked up. I don't, just to clarify, I do not get any money or compensation for reviewing this. I got this for myself because I was curious. That's the only reason that I got it. Okay, so it's an incredibly good imposter of the Makita tool lineup. The coloring, pretty much spot on. The grip is great. It's well constructed. It even has, I don't know if you can make this out, it even says XGT on it, even though clearly it's not an XGT. It takes the 18 volt battery. It's got a nice kind of a rubber grip. It's, you know, if I didn't know better, I would say this was built by Makita, but it's not. And I've got a cheap Makita, not even a Makita brand 18 volt battery to throw in there, but this will work perfectly with the 18 volt Makita LXT batteries. It's flawless. It just slides right in and works perfectly. Look at this, some features. You've got a mode indicator just like you do on the XGT. You can change, I believe you can change that. Maybe you can't. This might not be functional, to be honest. It just lights up and I don't think you can actually change it. But you do have the locking mechanism where you can prevent yourself from turning it on for some reason. Maybe if you're throwing it in a bag and you don't want to accidentally trigger it, that's not a bad idea. It does not have the switch here that you have on the XGT where you can keep it shooting out air, you know, lock it in the on position. It's got pretty much the same tips and accessories that you get with the XGT model. This works very well, just like the XGT. You just pop it on there, it locks in, and there you go. It's got the little light, just like the Makita model. Really, in a lot of ways, it's almost you can't detect much of a difference. So does it blow stuff? Yeah, it definitely does. Gets up to speed, it can really put out a lot of pressure. Can it blow this bottle of water? Let's take a look. Can the XGT move this bottle of water? Let's take a look. So you can definitely see the difference. It's not nearly as got a high output as the XGT. And here's the two models head to head. Very similar, but in terms of power output, definitely you can feel the 18 volt fake Makita cannot keep up with the XGT. And the biggest difference between the two models, I haven't cracked this open, but I am certain if I did, I will find a brushed motor inside, whereas in the XGT and pretty much anything Makita puts out now is going to be a brushless motor. And you can feel the difference, because with the XGT, as soon as you pull the trigger, you're pretty much at full power. I mean, there's maybe a half second to a second wind up before it's really outputting the air, whereas in this one, you can hear that wind up, and it's a good 3 to 4 seconds before you get full power out of it. So it won't blow away a water bottle. What about some loose screws? Sure. All right, will it clean out a Dyson vacuum? Let's take a look. There we go. Cool. Not bad, yeah. It'll definitely clean out your Dyson. It will do the job. So how does it stack up against the XGT? Well, it doesn't stack up real well against the XGT, an authentic Makita air duster. But you're also comparing an 18 volt brushed motor application versus a 40 volt brushless. And that is not a fair comparison by any means. So at this moment, Makita does not actually make, at least here in North America, they don't distribute an 18 volt air duster. Word on the interweb is that will change, and that Makita is planning to release a brushless 18 volt LXT air duster, and when that comes, I will definitely have to pick one up and compare it to this. I will say that if you do not have the 40 volt XGT lineup and you want an air duster, this would fit the bill. This would definitely do a lot of the tasks that certainly I use my XGT for, air duster for. This would be enough to clean out the Dysons, which, again, that's the #1 reason I bought my Makita 40 volt duster, is to clear out those freaking Dysons and keep them running. Because until I had that, most of the time they didn't work. So this would serve that purpose. It would definitely clear them out. You saw from the test, it doesn't have the same power that the 40 volt does. This one cannot roll a bottle of water across the floor like the 40 volt can, but it can put out considerable air volume. Certainly be great for blowing out computers and cleaning dust off of things and getting the dust off of yourself after you know, maybe you got sawdust all over you. This would do all those things. And of course, I don't remember exactly the price I paid, but I want to say it was like $37, $38 off of Temu. So that's a worthwhile spend, right? This will definitely do that job for you.